Welcome to the People's Forum podcast show, and I'm Ernie C. Today, kinale a very powerful guest who has a very beautiful history of music wa Botswana wa ileng gore bale banzi. After this podcast, you might shift and change your ideology on how Botswana music is the way it is. We are back, and I'm here with Mr. Mengwe, who we know by the name Mengwe, the drummer, the old school drummer. Welcome to the show, and Mr. Mengwe, we introduce Botswana. What do you really do in the music industry? What else do you do? And so far, what do you do? Who is Mengwe? Because when I was tell all the Murupi, all the Mutamerup.
Mengwe, I've started music way back, around late 70s, early 70s, though. I remember we go to school centers and school. And they can attest to that. That's why we started this whole thing. But the late they're both, may their souls rest in peace. They're both not with us anymore. We grew up with it's a passion that we had. It's a calling. 1970, I'm talking about 74.
1974?
Yes.
I was not there yet.
You see now.
Yeah.
And look at classing because we are into the music.
Yes.
We are really into the music those years. And we've never looked back. We've never stopped. We were consistent about what we loved.
Hey, I also know that you are one of the pioneers, the BDF band. If you are not the one who started it, I think you are among the people performing the BDF band. Can you pass us through that and the songs that you wrote? At the moment.
Yeah, no. 82, 83, carry a local BDF band. We started the BDF band. That was in 1983.
83 or 93?
83.
Okay.
1983. Harle hapo carry launcha BDF band. And that is from there we pick up in the BDF band. That's how it's commonly known, BDF band. By then we only had one band.
And how many people were in the band, if you remember?
We had a big brass section. Mo brass section around there Ngomo, Machongo, Bakatising, Pale, and then more voicing even na Zilo, the late Baitile Zilo, or the late Malombo, so Kamuru Homo, Mengwe, and then Katara Ele the late Meta, the late Ega Asamaka Basile, only the late Meta, and then the late Ega Alamuting Bugunale Chavila and Jomo, not something like that, but he switched from guitar to keyboard. Le Murulu, Le Hebet, Mudikataring, and then Horahuri Meropa Bosamika Tiki Kaketsu. When I was Kanye, Lene Mehiso, rest in peace, Saratoka Hislene, Alshera Meropalina. We had one band. And so I think the Homer Bendi Tuna. That's when Bendi into A group and B group.
London LBDF band. So at the moment, at the time when
be split into two parts.
Okay.
Personally A and B.
Okay.
A group in Elia Malombo Zilo, the late Boto, Malombo, Zilo, Morolong, Habete, Pale, Bakatising, Machongo. Kurikiba never said like a group. What differed us was that the kind of music they were playing by then.
Okay.
Yes, never some music that we call pop. You know, almost not the presidency. So they're Kawangwa A and B. B group be na Meta, Ega, Jomo, Willie, nearly 5 hela. And because we loved rock music, so we are a rock band, Runa.
Yeah, okay.
Basically, yes. That's the kind of music that we played. Kahoring, we grew up with a lot of rock Botswana in those early years, because the radio stations in the desert never samika never LM radios. Yeah, Mozambique. Because there's one guy on Abido LJB, Lon John Beck, radio announcer Rawatenko. He was so articulate that he grew in fame during our era.
Yes.
So very much music because they could give us the history, all the artists that were playing.
Wow.
That's how we came to know these things. And then 80.
There was a time again I think that was the first recording of Botswana. Can I Botswana? I would say it's the first one that was done in Botswana, where a studio and Obi Van came here to record from America or someplace.
Yeah, no, that was Techno Bush.
Yeah, Techno Bush.
That's
the name of the studio.
That's the name of the studio, but that recording was done in Woodpecker. Music was done here.
Yes.
There was a band called Kalahari, Botswana.
Yes.
In 1982, from in Johnson Lwane, Obrioki, Banjo Masele, Bulbesti Enyane, and a few others. Little white Bagila white copper Bagila Hetamote. Recording your name called a lot of people, even from outside Botswana.
All right.
Bob Black Moses, they were even there who recorded your Botalipula.
But how come did Hugh Masekela come to record in Botswana?
They were staying in Botswana.
Why?
Canaba to Botswana, I'm a refugee.
What's
South Africa.
Okay.
Bo Hugh Masekela, Bo Jonas Gwanga, Bo Dennis Mpale, Bo Tony Citrus. We had a lot of them. Botswana was the home where we were not about. And musically, they had shows that they never did in Botswana.
So, then refugee seats in Guanoma Bakaling or never
apartheid South Africa during that era.
All right.
But only to find that Libone Habata Emela Mono Batora Libende Masekela. Never to Botswana.
Nearly bend the Botswana telling what they I remember how we got Jonas go on a lipping way who give Rebonjo, the legend.
No, that's because there was a Megalibone.
Okay.
Yes. Little was in some work in Masekela. Ari Marenga white cop, the lead white cop. You see, some of the music, yes, most of the music in Botswana. Depended on some guys on Botswana.
So the guys would just compose the music and then when I got a capability or Bakari Kodiwa, a bit hell on the album.
No, in El Sabone, but all in all, they made them what they are.
Yeah.
Yes, they did. Because I remember even those times, Little Support Sola, he started his music here.
Oh, all right.
My microphone and Botswana.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Very much amazing. Everybody, most of these guys.
This brings me to say, that's why our radios here in Botswana keep playing South African music. Most of the South Africans recorded here and they just think we are the same thing. But anyway, we are going for a short break. When we come back, yes, we are back. I'm here with Mr. Arthur Mengwe. Kana Mengwe. Just call him Mengwe. Naki meet like request. ke tsamaela bomdala ke re wa bona gore morua ka wa simolola go nna bosojana so go iwa mo
o tsamela Pandlane
gona Pandlane impaletse e ganne. But anyway, we are here talking about the music industry. So se ke batlang go se itse Mr. Quest ke gore re tla yana re tsena gone go 83 yana music o ntse wa gola, BDF band is here. What else happens now to come to a place where le di radio ya ka di setse di established mo Botswana ka kana di ntse le teng tse bo radio Botswana leng kana di tsene ka leng no go iragalang in the music spectrum.
Kore you know music of Botswana nartsman re bilo bo maskant yeah kore inele gore nyenyafatso
bara o sore ka tarana sore se re pesa ga sata
you see kore anything se se busula was associated with us.
Why the big question?
You know, ke na go raba to kere batho ba bogologolo they had this concept that how to make a diketara o se tlhobogwa. They did not know that music is a business. Music, you can even have a doctorate in music.
Yes.
Because I think ba godisitswe mo go sa siamang. It was only mindset ya bone gore
me kana ntse ba o rata wa go ready stock fela go tsengwa speaker go letsa music go ga gona dio tsa motselo o no wa dikari gone go
no problem ya bone it was only fear yeah fear ya bone ba ne ba you know go re pharologanyo batho ba so se batho ba sa se lemogeng ke gore batho ba mo gae le bone ba itse dipele ba rona they come and go.
Banna ba tsana ba ita. I got a job every 5 years.
You see,
it's not a guarantee that you'll stay forever. Like no longer, it's only 10 years.
Platform where we is the only little country that we live in, Botswana.
Yeah.
Where as a musician, platform where a musician is the world.
Yes. And musicians don't come and go. You decide if you want to go.
No. I can let me give you a typical example. Religious Cesar came before he died.
Yes.
Rasam gets a Ramasiri before he died.
Yes. 20 years of progress. 1986.
No.
Let's keep us 20 years of progress.
Our first president,
yeah.
He died. He died. He is the one who made us like BDF card. We can inauguration of Kosoroi. And when he looked at us, he loved the band so much. He just said, this band should come to BDF. And that's how we went to the BDF band. What would you do? He's still going to leave us.
So come on, musicians have continuity, politicians don't.
Consistency.
And consistency.
It music is. Yeah, that is
our music no ka tsawatsia. O ka ga ditso tsa lehatshe. E bile wa di tshegetsa for longer periods of time.
Yes. Yes.
Ya no ga ya go honya no se re ba re diplomatic passport ya.
Ga ke bone go go ba kere a musician must travel with a diplomatic passport.
Yeah, I think that's
because we are ambassadors of this country.
Ke ra go the true ambassadors of the country ka gore ka go ntseng ka teng. If I'm a musician, I can be called to come and perform some place. I can work at Rexalehats. Me gape ke ntse ke jesa batho monate go ba teng.
Gape sengwe se se batho ba se tlhaloganye. Ha o ka jalo kwanta ga Botswana.
Yeah.
Ngwana mo strateng o ka go botsa gore seretsi ke mang. Me a ke go botsa gore re masisi ke mang. Ga e dirwa ke ga mang. Ha ka ra re khari ke mang. Ra khari ke mang. Ha ke go botsa any of the cabinet.
Why would that be?
They don't know who they are.
Because I agree. The musicians, they get famous.
So outside the country,
yes. Exactly.
Yeah. View guy. Well, you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
You know thing because musicians belong to the world. We don't belong to a certain country.
Oh, exactly.
Because music, as it is, it's a universal language. We may differ in languages, but when the music plays,
everybody unifies.
We are a unit one at that moment.
Yeah. Wow. That's profound. But anyway, what happened after 83? Techno bush. And then le ko BDF go smotse BDF band
No, ha
o progress from there.
Techno Bush I recorded cancel go sosole because they had to go out abroad for John Sololwane Banjo Mosedi ba tsala masikela ba thora ka tsone pila tsone tseo
go UK
yes and then about 84 that's when we recorded an album ya ntla BDF ko EMC Studios in Joburg.
Okay.
Ya Lerato ne le nna le Malombo
go sample pina Lerato e sound yang the melody
Lerato ke selo sa botlhokwa simolotswe ke ya damole hefa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are some of the songs that we did in Mangwane.
Yes.
Le boari mbosoli actually by then ine go re ne re ngwakela batho go re go bosoli yeah but this song ya pila
go la lopela re betsa bosimane ba bata go
a re mbosoleng go ile bosoleng go setse bo mpha bogogo
o go se le go se mo ba bogogo go re mo do sa mbosole ga se mo nna mo dia
by then
that was funny. Yeah.
And you know bogora gore I pick up from there album ya ntla BDF bego re no ha di band di kgaogana re tso go recorda bego re BDF band le ya go recorda big group re yang go recorda rona bo lenyalo ke pina ke kwa di bo mashonja
lenyalo ke ga go ya re ngana lenyalo
no setsana
ako ntumele
ke le rato
yo pela ere ya re setsana ko ntumele
sale re bone
nyadisa bona la pina ke ya lona. I used to think this song is a South African song.
No I wrote that song
ne go potsa bo Steve Kikana
be ke pina ko leng ke nna yes le bo mashonja
ke higa
bangwe bano bata mashonja bangwe ke piatsa razonse yeah
pina tse di le mo radio ngalba
di alle le gampieno tse di tshameka
yes
those are our songs ne ke ke opela Chabida ni Jomo.
Okay.
We were two singers and actually that was first recording ya Galista saying that's in the music fraternity now.
Yes.
Because he was the one playing saxophone mo dipineng tsa rona ho re ne re tsentse ena tshameka saxophone ha re recording pina tseo ke go ne be lista lena ba tsena in the limelight go what bona le mistake from there that's when the bit of no he's got the potential le khona ba mutse skwedi.
And then how was the music life here? Let's say mo ga borone no all the club kana performance spaces, what was happening around the city?
You know,
around Botswana, what was happening?
You know, before 1980s, music in Botswana was very booming.
Yeah.
That one is not a lie, it's a fact.
Yeah.
Why? There was no disco. No, nothing.
No, there
was nothing. It was live music anyway.
Yes.
Even though gigging. How come my show?
Show.
Live performance. Yes. Until Moses Ramatu. DJ Moss.
No, he recently passed on, maybe a year or two ago. Yeah.
When I became Fresh Air.
Fresh Air, it was a
shop that sold some electronic gadgets. Yeah. String and because Rana with some music
no, shop was a music.
It was not even one shop or anything.
Hey. So I power the equipment there.
It's a PM10. The speakers in the Galaxy and Galaxy with the PM10. I had packets of thing with PM10. Improve from that PM10 to debate the Golui. Harago generating. Because there was no Botswana. But entertainment is the in thing. Ya ga go lengwa re samagora motswa bana ba ra motswa ne re ba palo ke botsana mo hulong a ka re tsene terebile go ntle ba e bula ba tsatsang ka rona ka metsi gore show itime ba ha ba tsana temo ke bona ba go tlema madi re ne le madi a rona re tsene re duetse no we passed through those things.
Yeah, ba bata ba khalemela bana ba. Anyway, let's take a break. We'll be back in a moment to continue with this story. We are back. I'm here le Mengwe kana Mr. Mengwe ya ka le mitsi ke mo rupi yo motona le tsa mo rupa ga mana le tsa mo rupa go adume erra e be re tswalla ya no gone ho akere anong batho ba ile dikweleng a go dia go gona le digigi go yo maitisong a ileng gore ne go sena di disco
no
ne go tsena bo DJ Moss
no DJ music na hatla ile DJ hela o re tsele bona ultraviolet light wa le bona
le like a purple light ne re bitsa purple light ya re bona
le bona le ke lone
re bana be color change
ke lone la change the music industry mo zona ha president hotel underground ba bula tla boteng hao ne re khona go tswa mala pereta go tla go emela gore bonle la go tsena mo teng o tla bona go tla ditso ke sengwe le swenyana na gore ha le go lightana
wa re matla ba to le meno a
change that is when the music industry turned
ka nte ele tsa purple light anke ke bona mala
ga ke rame ke go tsena tulo kana mo se kana introduce tulo tseo ke tsara ke na changing the industry ya rona apa ba simolola go tsena bo mirabol
mirabol di tsengwa bo di light wa ka light be di ra yana go rona donya
wa tlhaloganya that's when the music industry really changed ke go ne go tsena disco but
that was around the 88 87 or so going towards the
late 80s towards 90 that's when the disco was introduced in Botswana clubs we never had any clubs whatsoever
before then
no nothing
so how did it affect your live performance
be go ra di night club ya no kana go di night clubong
go tla people light
that light hela
igile ara da ira madat
because kana run tsana re ga sa positive bright bana batho ba simula kana those lights they tisa ambience
people light ne ira rotwa feel ore ka ba go le lengwe
yes it gape ya no even now ke the in thing because go clubong you know we ne di feel ne ba le bo shinas
yes
ha village you know khasuri ke ka letso le mmala ne tsa bosoli the Indians
yes
it was big business
yeah
Shinas was one of the clubs in the bo New York in Francistown wabona bo Chicks West Rowe Palape Chicks they were run by the late Mr. Soul was Indian bo khatekai Oasis so these things people wanted to be associated with the club life that is when the music industry because rona in our era ne re tlo batho ba samka dikatara ke ona maitiso a teng
and now they are introducing something new
during the time ya rona we never had one recording studio in Botswana not even one we still have a lot of music that is not recorded because rona kana kwa rona ne go emphasize or every band should have its own songs ne di identities tsa rona we never did copyright thata ne re tshameka dipina tsa rona ka bontsi you know nerale band di bitsa the Breakers
the Breakers
yes I was part of the Breakers bo have ba hit with the Breakers it was one of the best bands in this country anyway
yes
go go one re tshameka teng ne ba go back to blow the stage again ko mara khombi re go here we go again so nerale bo di Breakers ko mahala
when wa tsenya le go golela enkole a re boeleng
mo ga borone go le mother ile bo soka muru wa khomo bo Clement Jackson bo White Kopo bo Sikalo because rona when we started music it's not like we had role models by then yeah because it was a struggle to get into the music fraternity
yes
because the rinyadiwa
go music ne se so se tswantsi
no
ne le bo raskanda o ta o ke raskanda go Christmas go ntse o ta ke raskanda le sole
me kana gone to be honest with you we had a band called the Scaras bogologolo
Scaras
and the singer was Mengwe the late Noni she was a radio announcer mo RB but she was our Marilyn Monroe she was one of the most beautiful women here in Botswana the Scaras ke a gopola ba tswa dirapina so bisa satane tle ngwanetso but it was so popular they went to Zimbabwe as a band by then Guri, music has been there in this country.
Wow.
Mihela. Khona le botho ba ne ba wetletsa. Bo re Atlas Thatani, bo Remaloisi. Wa imagine. We go le bende mo ya bo Mr. Mango yo bo re mothopeng. Ke ba golo. Bass guitar ya bone ne le string bass. Boxing ne ko le jokotiwa ya bona. O tsengwa le go le bo helwa le go tsengwa mogala tenga. Tsengwa ke re Mangoi. Bo re le gale le tsatla.
Le one string bass.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ne bi go string bass. Mogala le ka thobane na most you boxer tenga jokotiwa itse.
Ya bona eto.
Yeah. That was the resonator.
Wow.
And khale se mga saxophone trumpet ile re mothopeng it was a band Buslaza bogologolo kore band entertainment ke band whether we go dancing not the band dance music only
it's alive
ballroom it was part of the music industry and I don't know how it died because we don't have ballroom anymore.
It
has
disappeared.
It has disappeared from this, but it was the in thing by then.
But okay, how did disco and all these things? Where was the radio at this moment? Radio ne tsa mahakai.
Radio e rane le teng in the bo re Jeffrey Mutsidisi, Boom Khankara. It was there, you know. The radio was
so
there.
What was it playing?
South African music. No. South African music. Le music wa borena just tlhako. Because ke a go ba ne ba tsama ba record music mo bathong.
Go ne ra ba tsama ne ba record ba tla ba letsa music wa teng.
Yes, mo radio. And those people gona le kana ke dutse go kha dia documentiwa.
Obviously.
They're not documented.
And a lot of music wa teng teng go radio.
But the music is still there in the radio station. And those people
copyright ya ke tsa magonza ke tsa radio kana tsa banga tsona wa se.
You know, a ke batho ba ne ba recordiwa hela excitement a go tlo go ba tshameka mo radio. Kan team me gone. It was a rip off.
Because the radio was benefiting, obviously.
By far.
Yeah.
Listenership, yes. Even to date, it's something that listenership pick up through the music of Atobao.
No, definitely. And what history, it's rich culture.
Yes. Something has to be done. But the family, those siblings by now should be benefiting that. In actual fact, what we should be doing as a nation, we should be going to those people but who do you choose? Yes, I think it would be fair in that context.
But BGF. What is the copyright issue here? Are they giving you the royalties?
You know, it's a very dicey situation. But I'm not scared to say I've challenged the BDF about that issue.
You've talked about it. Dialogue has started.
Yes, I wrote them a letter. What all we need royalties for our works.
Yes.
Luna is BDF. You can keep the songs in BDF, but the royalties belong to us because that is copyright law.
Yes.
You see now, and the BDF is. I went to speak to the legal department. I wrote them a letter.
Yes.
And up to now, because I said to them, I want to use our music because the music does not belong to BDF.
Yes.
The band by then belonged to BDF.
But the music
did. The music is our music. Because it's our artistic.
Definitely. Rights.
And
compositions.
Yes, those compositions belong to us. Because they don't have them.
Some of those songs.
But some of our songs. And like they should be playing them. They should consult us. Go to my Crossboards cannot give BDF royalties that music. No. We are still at a stalemate. All we are saying is, you will get your percentage.
You facilitated
the recordings.
Yes.
You will get your share.
But the writers and the composers, the authors of this music,
they should be paid.
Definitely.
So, because Crossboards wants to know who's music, because rightfully the music is ours. Rightfully BDF, the band was theirs.
Yes.
But the music belongs to us. So Bonne as BDF, they should give us a letter that authorizes Crossboards to pay us our royalties.
It's about
BDF. Diego BDF.
Yes.
Now, if BDF doesn't write letter, it means they're not getting paid. We are not getting paid either. Unclaimed works.
Yes.
And unclaimed works are thing, but resila.
But like unclaimed works, why did they cut it down to 2 years? I hear it's about 2 years. I
think it's not only here, all over the world.
No, but can I give it all over the world? Because the royalty are dual and dual canako. Higher lessons to cost boss if you have a change. Our register about probation in 6 months.
Yaing.
I don't know. I used to hear there was a 6 months probation or check out your works are being used, all those things.
No.
So you know 2 years old I used to go to me because 6 months old or out lima ka one ngwa be hedile latelang and that's it.
No, but kuru molao o daisi ka tota bone ha wa tla go lebelela. I think the biggest mistake we made was, you know, when you come to the music industry, I'm still saying this, do not involve the politicians.
Let's hold it. Radio.
Radio kana le yone.
Radio agree be simola tsamaga your works.
Tsa rona.
But I want to melao copyright, there's nothing.
There was no copyright law by then.
Yes.
But after copyright law, nothing.
Yes.
Now that's when I went back to the BFK. Can I music on now go more radio?
Copyright law actually kicks back.
Yes.
Once a madrasa ditiro, they must pay up to a certain time. How can you simula umpieno ka mola go no tsenang ra le duela? But exploit le ba ba sulega. They are no longer in life.
The siblings that need thing.
Exactly.
They should call them to say but
le bereketse le hatsile ka
bereketse ka ralo na o berekile jana. Tsaya mohutso phata ka ralo na kiyo. Tsaya mohutso. That is a noble thing to do.
Yes.
If the country really, you know, we wasted our time, our youth, for a country that does not care about us.
We are going for a very short break. We start on this statement. We have wasted our efforts on our youth.
On a country that doesn't care about us.
Mr. Kwestilimutwile will be back on the People's Forum where you speak up and you speak out without fear or favor. Rabo. We are back again. We wasted our youth in or on a country that
does not care.
That doesn't even care about us.
Yes.
I go tell us a statement they say and take us from there.
Kore bonana ya rona le matla rona ra hile hatselesna sepele rona.
Mr. Costa.
Up to now, I'm 65 years old. This country has never funded me.
You don't look 65. That's
because I enjoy my
music.
No. I enjoy my years gracefully.
Yes.
I'm aging gracefully. When this country introduced the Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture, we thought they were going to cater for us as old musicians because we are still there. The only country that is surprising me is Botswana. How come you say if you don't water the roots?
I believe you are talking about maybe not nurturing the legendary, taking it up all the way to the new music.
You fund them.
Yes.
So that they can impart the knowledge to the upcoming.
So
yes. Because that gap is made by the system.
Because I remember one time when we had talks about Chunky Land, which is our studio recording these legendary artists. I was skeptic. What are there many legendary artists that we can record? And I was shocked. List there 26 episodes. I was so shocked. And listening to their music, but I've heard this music before during the recordings. South Africa, they belong here.
Yes.
So let's talk about that gap. There was a gap. Because what do you go musicing, which is performances, some music and live instruments, the disco, the ministry, which was around what years?
I'm not even clear about when it was created because it benefited No. Now we never benefited from anything.
Yes.
I'm being very honest. My thinking was that ministry. It was to come to us, but here we can fit you here.
Facilitate or
not necessarily. No. You know what? Funding, money to a musician is a bonus.
Yes.
Rona, we didn't go into this thing because we wanted money.
Definitely.
We went into the music because we have the passion.
Yes, and the love.
And the love of the music.
Because it's a gift you have from God that no one can take.
You know?
Definitely.
jaanong nka be re le ba simolla be batla go rona for consultation bathong ba modimo kana this is what we are doing where do you think we should go, how do you think it should be handled?
Yes,
wa bona gompieno yana
I think it's a problem in Botswana.
Very problematic.
Recently we had a film festival, huh? Eleng gore ga se go consult the filmmakers.
Yeah.
Go re tsena go le sepirela go dikolo ga ana kantele o go kantele go rana kantele go se go diragala na go e diragala film festival. Ke ya di film di tshameka kana go ile go rana di master class ka mo le gore le batho ga ba gona go bona di film ka rena ba tla go attenda go thutong go re go sena la ha ile tsamaiso e bona lang gore go ha ne go tlhaetse go ira se consultation.
We talking.
So we also consult you on the music thing.
No. Go re mo Botswana o tla bo hira go tsona le kare o ntse itse batho ba ke bonnese o ra ba go supervise ke mechanic wa dikoloi
o bua nnete.
The relevant people are not at the relevant places.
Wow. Di khaga di hapana le batsumela wa ntse a bona se se tsamaelana
go motho tsa tlhago sa lefta ba sa tsenya ga tlola right
ba rola se se le ka
go ntse yana go hapane, you know, go hapane.
Yeah.
Problem.
Meaning the people by are supposed to administer the funds and all the dialogue, yeah, the arts and its development.
We talking. I don't have to be anybody's friend.
Yes.
To say the truth.
There
is one thing. Friendship creates a lot of animosity.
Yes.
So, truth. You say the truth, they will hate you, but fine. Hate me, but it's the truth.
But it's the truth, you can't change it.
If you can't change the truth. Yes. As we want them.
No, definitely.
But these are my friends. So most of the things they don't fund in truth.
Wow, man. Nyana ke ile kwa ke le ka go batla di grant ne ke bua ga maloba ke be ile proposal mo tafole e khormedia go bongwana ka ga gona la ile mmadi bile re sa ba le go bula proposal ya lona go ke ra gore ha se la ntla probably I'm one of the few people who are honest ba ba kileng ba busa GPO kana a letter of intent to be paid by my sec to do some job for them back in the days sanze ile ko di office tse di ka go
BBS
in
old
industrial road ile gore ne sanze gore kwa ra mo me ke fila gore motho ga itse go opela be ke no I can't do this job. So never comes more. So maybe in the guy it's an aquati. Go on an aggregate labor. Lyle finding ye one.
Like that's why I'm always about a fundy. There was an incident on which the was go embassy in Zimbabwe. And we have done everything Samala and Dingojoa. Harsnard go 18 Monakota. Because we had to hire transport to there.
Yes.
Rako my second on the same place old industrial road. Hartla tungwa hakika babuga maina me bone ba hiturkera boma. Hartla to ba rabarinya kana be sorry khalisa maina ka ntse sama tonga. Rendi mo jobara kana no tso dula transport.
Barne ba kanya go tsama boma.
They had already chosen some yes.
It's a loan.
Because hakika yone go kiwa ri go barana o di office ka botsala. Ga barana di office ka go le fair.
Ya gona fair
se go le password e dirisiwang.
Password is
o bona password you know password ka batla hidden password maybe go mo go bone they feel gore go na le bundle so to le benefit but this thing my understanding is ke ga Botswana in general
no go bona khanyo e buang e utsa botlhoko because ke go bolelle se I remember how those presidential competitions in the similar tsa Reagan Kamatshe tsene di dirwa towards bo July presidential competitions I think they were called Hadi simolla I know I was part of them, but I can observe then until now. Our the artists is on the winner the competition. It's like the government employees. Most of them are still performing in how video president never performing. How to National Arts Festival never performing. How to Potaka. So I gotta give government.
Kana, you know what? Corruption. High similarly.
Yeah.
Corruption. It must be uprooted in our government system. It must be uprooted in our government system. They supposed to administer. They think favor.
When they're
by
supposed
being there.
for banne there for us.
You know, the only country is the poorest country in the service deliverance ke Botswana. When it comes to yes, they don't do that job. No. Only because they don't like you.
Exactly.
Only because they don't like you.
But this is
I'm not worried for manga ban thata ka gantate. Bottom line is wa go tswa mo tirong. Aba tsola hantle teng ala ba itirasa la.
Go tsena ba ba.
Go tsena ba ba.
Ile ngwana o tlo simolola go lona ta lo kopa seng.
Ka ha ba tlo ba bereka ke ditsala tsa rona ba ritse. Ha ba le mo officing hale we are enemies.
Because what of favor bana ba ga bone le bo man le bo mang.
Masika a bone. You know,
le ba go ba jesa dikhat e kana le tsona ke ra itlogela ga ra dikhat e teng la ka se ka buiwa
nyana motho ke la mpola na ke mo la mo office tsona tsa minister kana go rona ga le latle sepe ba ngwa ba latla. I said fine, na I don't care gore mang ba latla kana halatle. The fact of the matter is that hasole sa Batswana give to Batswana equally.
Yes,
ka gore Batswana ha go tla re ditlopong we come there equally. You know why e re ga so go jiwe bo gote go nne le ba ba jang le ba ba sa jing. That thing alone e bolaya boleng ja setso
ya re losa le rona ka ra ntse nelo o ja ke saji khantle ke ga go ka itsa motha go a ise ngo ke ena ntomang go raje ke ra rona ela ibile ba diragatsi ya go
no already mo ba diragatsing we are already divided. You know why?
We are divided.
Because go na le ba le gore ke bana ba teng
ke bana ba gone go
hela wa tsama wa isi go sa re gore they are better than other people.
No.
Gape go sa re gore they are hard workers.
Exactly.
They are not hard workers. Instead
e bila so re pina tsa bona monate go eta tsa ba bana
ha go le busula
ha go le busula
wa e bona
thata
le skill sa bone
se le class sa go program ga ibile a kra ba le tsidile tso gantsi bone batho bote. Anyway ha re tswela re se ka re bua ka bona tla ba re tenega.
No, that is beside the point. That's beside the point.
He's speaking up and speaking loud.
What is corrupting this thing is somebody who I don't need favors from anybody.
Yes.
Because when I learned how to play, you were not even there.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
It's you didn't even teach me how to do it. No, I'm doing it from my heart. You know what? Because there was no shop to buy the skin. We had to buy a goat. That's how we started music.
Yeah.
We had to drive from here to Joburg to go and buy one string sakatara. But the best thing, Matala Aburich, yes, number 1, number 2. So we that's how we survive. So I think
yeah.
Whether you try and ill-treat a musician or what, a musician will never be angry. Because how about a musician? He goes to the studio and sings about you. That's why how you put some of these things you need to understand them. You are inspiring him to write a song. Exactly.
Yeah. But anyway, we are here now. Pop music, maybe youthful music. When did it start kicking in? Nice fire some consent. Neke mo gospel in that. Neke take bonebo Mr. Calvin Kalucho banal di choir tse tsa bo song stars bo gologolo ka bo 80. I think it was around early 90s. No go out watch mo bo UB and stuff like that. So nako ya teng there was pop music rising. Hip hop is mo la go tsoga, all those youngsters ba ne ba emela. What happened then?
Government those mo tse go le mo gore ba dira gatsi. Ba tlhokana le ministry. Ha go sona go tsena bana ba di permanent secretary bana ba eng. Gore
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but that's when the mistake happened. Ha se tlo tsena bana ba di permanent secretary bana ba bo kana go di senemi go teng ha o sena tsone bo tswana ga di ke tsa bereke e go tsa di senemi tsone tseo ya no ba tsa di ba bone ba khotla ha se bo di number 1 tsa rona kana bana ba rona ba tsene mo sone se ya no are doing ministry wa teng
le ba tla ba thusi
ba khona go thusiwa. That is how it started.
Wow, that's amazing.
Ya nka na go tsene bana ba bone ya no ke simola go simo di ke go di tsebe tsa batho di nna di ba tharakanya di tsebe nya what kind ke gopola ba ne ba reka leader ba do di le okay the government Chinese government ne di nna mo tsholetsa house ya
ba no ne
di letso musical
instruments bone kana le no go donate zo bangwe la be go na go bona la batho bangwe ba
le go donate party ya rona
okay
party ya rona le bana ba rona le bana ba rona
bana ba bone ba batla banna go ba
ya no ka re ya no kana bana ba rona ba tsene mo teng ka music ya no go gore kana dilo tse gore di tsame monate bana ba rona le bone tsone gore ba fit in the society wa bona gore go se ka ba video ya no
ba tsoma mo maskante in the business
even the business gore ke di music
ba gona go duela go performance stuff like that
ya no bo se mo teng a nne madi a tsweng ba fundiwe wa e bona
ke bela gore ke bona nne di khantse tsa boyanong youth be di simolla teng
di tla go le go ka gore go fandiwa bo se mamma
simolla go no setsa ditlharana gore lebetse komedi
mme ga ba no se ka e kwa go ntse go simolole teng ba latela matlhare
ba ta ba riana ka otarinke
gore a phatsile ba le ba gore ka dijo tsa matlhare di go tlase
ya go tso gola go matara do sa safari
they wither.
But anyway, let's talk about National World Cup of South Africa. I think that was around 2010 again. There was a lot of promises in the diro mo Botswana. Le tla be fuma ka go tla reng e be go nna le depression. Na go rena ka ela tloko there was a big depression after the World Cup mo Botswana. The music industry fell flat on its face. And there was nothing.
Kuri na we to mo Botswana mbami. If there's anything I've never feared, is telling people the truth.
Yes.
If the leadership ile bokoa but why you never gonna depressed.
Definitely.
But you know what? Botswana is a rich country.
Very rich.
Botswana are very poor.
That.
Because go na batho ba dirile gore ba sontse ne bone ba jang maungo a la hasela Botswana.
Ba bangwe ba bone go.
Talent wise. Botswana, but talent is very raw and untapped. The whole world. I'm going to give you a typical example. We made support to what is about a big star in South Africa.
Yes.
But as Botswana kwano.
Yes.
Jimmy Lulu. He was here.
Yes.
For years, not months.
Yes.
But they were honing their instruments, their talent. And Steve Dyer. His first 6 for me was more what how rich me but not even one academy of music in this country. Because we had the love of music and we shared with them. Yes. By Bona. But extension 4.
Yes.
Masikela have extension 2.
Yes.
These people, we made them what they are. By the love that we had, that one I must say it. They are a sad nation, very sad. Because king, but hela bone in actual fact.
For
the things to change in this country, we need a radical. One radical can change the whole thing. Mindset can just, it's only to switch them to think appropriately.
Mindset change. Maybe
so somebody is dangling the carrot in front of them. So Botswana, they are a forgiving nation.
Now we are. How do we end up giving up?
You can do anything to them. They don't care. You know what is making Botswana change? we are a small population. We know each other.
No, right, Zana.
Hello, I still remember Kitnal Kexton Sinyatsu. I can quote him.
Yeah.
I learned to make it to Japan Taramakum, Kimagano later. Nikata when I said, when I went about Wheatsky, I remember to do no book eating. Gabachalo, and I know I got a bench.
Get out of the and that's my girl.
So she going in our recipe, but I read to you about which is you go to one thing. Correct. You cannot get some little more happy. I think it's a mile 16. The whole lot to you about 7 weeks, only each one. Harry hit a mobaring. It was next to a bar.
No Lazilin.
Harry hit Babu cakes the Babu music. I go, Abayam. Well, none of you came happy. Motor, not Motonalino, to Hasmakum, what a motor. How to run under gets a billion, but to kill them both of us. By the Barabao sons, getting a Michael again, who are in who won a Guerra or Motos and Kitsingo. Thank you. So,
it's a small country.
Very small.
I learned recently where I was only one room. You can do whatever you want. Immediately, people will find out.
That is Nicara Mogamara. No, I can't go.
What is it? What do you do?
Nothing policy in the local glory. Illuminum to get up. I'm not going to hit that.
Again, I had to say, Casey, I might get
I'm trying to show you something, Loring.
Yeah.
Because these people, they don't value us. Who knows the boy Eugene Jackson was killing, go to go to minister now.
Okay.
How you on the music go? Marahans about an lasting orientation. I will enter. The teacher of the was a plurish guy. So I hit our no, to run a guy. There's okay, people, can't hear Romano. What was a guy was one? But Illuminum from Gwen, okay.
How did you want to know what Langwana call my teacher?
You see how other people value us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But your country, no,
it won't value you.
But why? Why won't they all of Mr. Costa? Especially the creative sector. The creative sector, music, what about the film, the arts, anything. What are the ministry of what is happening?
Kuri, nete happy Ramudimu. By 3D Pilibaruna. They had never thought Banaba Boysing man can excel most sporting, be it football, be it mabilo, be it music, be it what. So this thing, I can quote one of the leaders that was Bangwaba Bandit Peter Botswana. I will let our limelight. I don't know who are writing Harialo. He just no. Good about our limelight.
Abu Albadirahat.
Yeah, well, no, I don't about by 3 Luna. You know, he said that.
But the shines are not the same. How shine all musician, how shine all vice president, they can president, they can minister. Has a shine each one?
No, Kuri, Mobutrum they had never envisaged Kuri. One arm humanity can excel from humanity to a higher level. Because you know what? When you become an international star, you are above the president of your country.
No, definitely.
You are above them.
Who's your president?
Yes. So that fear alone. You need to about talk about Catalela. But Caperas about Catala PC, by Rodisa.
The one you will not go to film in Abu Kanyar, cannot joking. Hohamur, Utsur Sichela, nor Dimezelebo.
Hasu Pehel.
And I have to go to Wellebo.
Hasu Pehel. Kibet the Baron.
At what level? Go to the legislature level, can I go to the office in Zarnazabudira has gonna guy?
You see, all politicians are scared of artists.
All of them,
all of them.
In the world.
Whether you are the president, the vice president, the minister of whatever, the permanent what, politicians are scared of musicians.
Yeah, maybe you have the answer to the trouble that we are going through.
Politicians are scared of artists.
Yes.
A walibilo, or a netball, or a football, or a basketball, or because you are an influencer. People can follow you.
Yes.
That's why Laba campaigner, they need musicians to use their music for
wow.
You see, back in the football star, the face of whatever it is that they want to do.
Yes.
You see?
Following.
All artists, from tennis to all sports codes, they're above politicians.
Wow.
So my politiki ba batshaba. That is why you are not being suppressed because of Alessaba.
So we are being suppressed from every office
Because of fear.
Wow.
Ke
But then
fear.
that's scary, and it shows we might never make it.
No.
Ko le rona ga re bua re gona tsena mathateng ya re bile gore bone kiye e le gore e ka tsuba switch.
Ma ke go bolelele. Kore o bona na go re mo go yona kampione yana.
Nya gona re godile ke ra lo
Nna kore dilo tse dingwe, you know, all that is left for me is to die. You see? So if somebody thinks go can intimidate at my age, then they can go to hell.
Okay.
They can go to hell. I mean, at my age, if somebody will intimidate me, it's not holding water.
No, what on there? But at the standpoint, you have to speak up.
Kore hell too long. They've
Because
made,
what's it's not like what's rona here.
no, they've made us beggars. Gompieno yana ke go bolelele. A typical example. You don't go out there over a modira go tla apply le grant.
Nya yo le nna ne ntshosa ka gore ke le nne yo tse ding go mahatseng go nne la
You
tsela
don't,
ka leng ke
and an artist does not have to apply for a grant.
Yeah.
An artist, how monana le bokgoni, rin gompieno
Re ka
yana
go thusa ya.
no ba dira ka tse tlang go go thusang. You categorize us
Exactly.
accordingly.
Yes.
Wa bona?
Ko ra tlo tsa legend we tla kanya le dikala go godimo.
No. Kuri, you, how is your categorizer? How can these ones be funded? Ga ba apply le loan? No.
Le bona re sna ba thusa ke bona ba ka thusa ba bangwe ba ka go ba ruta dilo without anything.
Artists are not funded every time.
Yeah.
It's a once-off thing. Then it will fund itself.
Exactly. Should be sustainable after.
It's a sustainable thing.
Yes.
When you fund, you are not wasting money. Instead, you are planting. Because whatever it is that you fund them to do, they impart that to the growing kids.
But
to
me
the
ga
upcoming.
bona gone ho Mr. Quest. Ke lebeletse bo National Arts Council gone ko ministry wa rona go tlontse di funds. Then there's this new issue ya sipa ikile antshiwa madi a teng a pallo ke go accountela ka botlalo go bua nnete go realize ke ba tsenne go teng me la gona yana ba ntsa fund gape of which ke ana ke tsoga gore me ba tlo ba funda batho ba bang kana go ba go fundiwa bone bana ba fundile ke ra ke lebeletse gore ngara defending tsa re tso di bereka
Which are king?
nya ke utla bua ka funding once and then sustainability gore me one madi
No.
ana nela batho ba le bangwe hela ke mbona ba sa khone go sustain.
You know, it's very pathetic. And it's very sad when you touch such issues.
Yeah.
SIPA was not supposed to be asking for applications from artists.
Because Madia a blank tape levy.
Madia abadiragatsi.
Exactly.
So,
And actually, how about the mainly it's supposed to be musicians. Because hell from where the tape levy starts, back in the day about 1938 or 1908.
ke abadiragatsi.
The works are copied without
So
consent.
ke abadiragatsi.
I compensate that copyright.
Problem ya rona e nngwe hela. Go to these ministries.
Yeah.
Whether SIPA, whether Minister of Sports,
Range,
they don't have a record of how many musicians we have in Botswana.
Havana database.
Havana database ya rona. They don't have any. No. Problem engwe hela. How apply you are? The number they exceed anything, the expectations.
Okay.
Some people come out. Can I get the application? Say hey.
Because they never want to say anything.
It's a money making thing.
Yeah.
You see, if you want to take the artist as a money cow for you, then you are very wrong. No, it's
a sad thing.
It's
almost like every procurement officers now, they want to do the same thing. You have to beg for what you are supposed to do in excellence.
They will negotiate with you. No, they should be paying us.
Without any cut,
they should be paying us wholeheartedly because they want us to come and perform wholeheartedly.
Exactly. No
So
half a half.
Why don't perform? You know, a lot of musicians by then, but turn up frustrated.
Yes.
That is why
Balamodi
drugs, alcohol abuse. Yeah. They are trying to shield away the pain.
Yeah.
You
because
see,
we are living in a shame society.
The pain they are feeling, and because they are living in shame, they resort to these things.
Yeah. Kana go lebella your counterparts in other countries. They're not doing anything that you are doing.
That you are not doing.
Simple. You have talent. You can push things. No, I know you're not making money in your own country. Whenever one and then they become a multi-millionaire. And then you wonder if this is a case following us.
Maybe we're born in a wrong country.
Maybe.
You see?
Just maybe.
Or alternatively, a new president or a new party that has a vision about the spot in code. You know, maybe something will change because people can think artistically.
Dube ke motho ake.
Glory Dube. Kwa Botswana. Maybe, you know, we need people like those to be given posts whereby they understand the nitty-gritties of the artistic world in general.
But anyway, guys, this is why I make the disclaimer. I'm not responsible. Let's take it really, I'm not responsible because is about to inspire. But anyway, this is the People's Forum. We speak up and we speak out. We'll be back in a moment. We are back on the People's Forum. And I'm Ernie C. and Genalere Mengwe. Kana Kwenkwes, Kana Makwengwe, Kana Quest, whatever you call him. I remember we recorded a 26 episode legendary television show in TV by now. And he was facilitating and he knew everybody. So, come on, idea. Come to him, sit with him down. He will help you. Normally for free, he will not charge a thing because any music will dira from the bottom of his heart for music purposes. What is the state of the music industry and the creative industry? We can touch bomu, we can touch SIPA, about the funding and all the new things in place.
You know, it's about time bomu ibereka by the records. Kori, when you choose a leader is not there to dictate terms to you.
Yes.
You choose a leader because you want your wishes to come true.
To be manifested.
Yes.
Oh, and how many ideas are already implemented
a leader, whether or politically, kana ke wa mokgatlo kana ko wa eng dikelo tsa rona re be re batla gore re se ra bua re go wa rotlhe re batla lentswe la rona le tswe mo go wena o le nosi mme o isa thomo o morongo wa rona o mmweledi wa rona ka motsela nna re bua le wena re go bolela gore matshwenyego a rona ke ABC bona o botsa matshwenyego gore matshwenyego a batho ba ke ya mme re batla gore address we jana le jana bo go helela.
Exactly.
Wa bona unfortunately the opposite is happening.
Yeah.
You take people, put them in office.
Yes.
Now it's them first. You after. You start begging them.
No, that's another disease mo Botswana.
Yeah.
Let like society as un kana ga di film kana ya eng. Has now real tlhopa leadership ya teng. Has ntse re tsamaye go le buela la tsena go di officing. O bona ba tabogile kantelana ba rana di job ya no ipuzore. Kante batho ba se ba nne re ba rumile. Now they are getting paid for something they are doing. They are doing something around the country and they are getting paid for it. And rona re ntse re gone.
Rona banga
kha
gare kore o kula bona le mogedi mo tshamekong ya gago kana we become spectators. Why bona that is why we need change.
Mindset change.
Mindset change. You know what we don't need to create friendship. You know what is the blanking? You can do something far much better than somebody else. A foreigner that's the recipe.
About you, my dear, that's a logi Motonomo. Once our Honoka sign and go fishing. But now Capelan. You're some complain. But on a bit of Momas. However, being high. But charity begins at home. Empower your people. First.
Exactly. don't empower the foreigners
le bona ba empower go matsinga bone ka
ko ba tswang teng ko ba empowerilwe
that's why ba gonne go tla kwana
Yes.
ba na le power
ga gona motswana o humanegile re humanegile ke batswana ba bangwe gore ba re ga batla ba se ba re tloa re ba heta mo tseleng
intse
kana that is all they're afraid of o tloa re ba heta mo tseleng be ba feel gore hey these guys ba nna re ba thusitse bona re ba tswelela
but molato wa teng ke
you know what progress if you help me ke be ke progressa credit will always come to you.
It's because of that officer, he believed in what I said. And now it's sustainable.
Now I am here.
I can help more people.
I can help more. But it doesn't, the people don't look at it in that context. Because they look, Animal Farm. All animals are equal, but some are more equal than others. This is what is happening in Botswana. Just only what you were saying.
That is sad.
And
you make me want to listen to it. I think it's a video in a movie on Animal Farm.
No. You know, we need to readdress everything. Go back to the drawing board.
And bring everything into perspective. Align everything.
You see, how do you patlo maikutlo? Mobathong. O sa latele the relevant people.
Go gana go putia bathonyana e be go bua le bone kante ba ngakanga ba
yes
di gaga di hapane le batsu
go re mo Botswana hala ke batla go ntsha madi I remember ke le khobokanya teng la gabe ke tsa madi a kana ke a ba teng nyibi ke ba ha ke be ke kana ke ne ke dira yana ke batla makutlo ga nyibi kante nyibi ha e bereke ke a go tsa batho ba se sepe ke be ke ba tiketeng nyibi hela mo dipateng tsa batho you don't go there and do something or the research wrong. Then even the answers you are coming up with are very wrong. Why one?
Le bona batho ba tantse maina bona a bua na go ke bona le bana ba dire dio tseo wa bona gore maina a very wrong
thata
hey mazwe but anyway re ha Mr. Quest what can be done na gore ke bona gore industry ya rona e stakile gona it's 2024 now. Go run a studio for 20 years. I've never gotten any help or any funding from government. We tried. Mere harleng teng gone yana. Re ntse re thusa Batswana ka madi a rona tso mo dipateng tsa rona. Bonyenyana bo re bodirang go re bodirang teng.
Ke rena ke go se kae. Wa go bodirana go le COVID.
Yes.
How much did we give you?
No, I remember. Actually, I would love to take this moment. It's a heartfelt moment because Mr. Mengwe through their group here Transkalahari.
Yes.
They actually funded the studio because Nerana the music hotspot here, where we just open up the platform for musicians to advertise themselves. And they funded us, I think it was around 28,000. 29,000. And my dear, we just called them here, share the little that we had. Yes. We had about 4 or 5 performances and they were funded through that money. As also go government. Hey. Repale sa hiya mari go government ra. Nna ne ka tsena watsa culture bare. Ga to wa romang ka nna roll di mask anong. Ke be ke rolla mask ke re ke video ene sa go simbare. Ga re go itse. Nna re go itse. Of course ne le ma interne le batho ba me no gona le bang mo office ba ke itseng gore ba ke di officer. And they never said anything. But anyway, I walked away.
Mathata ra lona Botswana. How tsena mo officing? Decision makers. Ba batla gore ba iphitle. Ba re bela ba gore wena le tlabeleta gore ke tla ke le directora le ke tla le chairman wa me ke tla leng ke a go attendwa ke morongwa aba o se nna go consulta rona re tle ka foreseloring we are here to make decisions now on the spot.
Yes.
Ya no bone ba batla gore they gore ke bone motho
no go la bosupi mo because ba go roma bone bana yana ba tswa khantele utla idea go ntse buiwa mo because ta go wena bile o sa respondela because ke batho ba busula ke bogodu go mo ke bogodu yo la tsama yaanong bananyana ba ntse ba go attendana ka moso go tsentse nna dilo tse go ga ga se ke go panele motho
yes kanti nka tsentse re ha re tsena mo officing they should come out ba tle go nna teng re bue make decisions now, don't think about it, decide now.
Exactly.
Because you know procrastination is a thief of time
and a thief of ideas.
Yes.
And money.
Yes. So bone ba go rata go go mo you know what is very sad and touching is the population of Botswana is so small, but the queue is about the hit about Botswana kapalo.
Little musician, I was here to talk everybody say musician. I can't sense but anyway, guys, let's take a short break. We'll be back again in a moment. We are back here on the People's Forum. You speak up and speak out. Ke na le Rama Mengwe. Ke batla attend the kanyengwe. Gore ke se tlhoko gore even the musicians kana di artists tsa Botswana e ka re di hita population na ke se tlhoke tlhalogana. Kana tsa ntse ke tsone di presidential tsele ka gore mo le mo na batla go ina madi or something. What was happening?
Tlala. The easiest way of making money. It goes back to our era when it started music runa.
Hey, but
Nako ene re simolola dikatara. That's why bona ba le batho ba se ba sa ba dule ba se mo industry. Batho ba re simolotse music ya Botswana ga re ke ra heta meno ya matsogo.
ba ile gore ba sentse ba tshwareletse.
We are not more than 10. We are so few. But ba re simolotse le bone bangwe ba teng ko mara go ba ntse hatse.
Ga ba swa ba teng.
They did not come into this music industry ka lerato la bodiragatse. They looked at music as an easy way of making money. So that disease it's really tswa ke
di competition tsa di grant le sengwe le sengwe se se bewa madi go ke rodiki
wa bona yone puso ye ya rona ba itse pele ba rona ba dengela ke rota pele ga batho yana ba itse gore batho ba tshwere ke tla they've made musicians destitute. Well, you know, I've never seen a poor musician who has got talent in hands. A musician becomes poor how much so the musicians about the haka boy. We have so much talent. No, more like Grace. Running after the carrot case Grace. Bicycle. How come I let bicycle now?
It's unfair competition.
Very unfair.
Yeah.
And actually, when you have the love of the people in heart, you think people first and yourself after.
Yeah.
You think people first, you think about yourself after.
Le ready tsa ba gaetso ke ngwaga di tlhopo this 2024. How le party kana le mo edeledi pele o sna di policies tsa di arts le tsa creative sector at this moment. Sonzo ro ipakanye ka gore malaji a tsamaile. So se go ditse ka kante be go tlopo go January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, September. Dalo mo dira gatsi tsama ha o itile 18 o na lo mang a go ikwadisa ditlhopho di etla. If you can't speak up and speak out go ditlhophong, then ba tle go buelela. And maybe se se tlong go sala morago ke tlala ile gore wena ta bo o le mo secrecy o tsentse di haka bontso go kuba pele carrot. Rawe what do you think should be done by policy makers, MySec? The president always gives speeches about for the creative sector, everything. Madia angera bona tsana go ba dira gatsing ka gore gora gore ha madi a sna go tswa go ngwa gare a timela motlala ha ile gore a dula kere
o bona harea madi a jiwa thata mo latseng
le bana.
I can quote Mengwe, 2012, Botswana. I was a HOD music go Botswana.
Le facilitator sing go
boot camp
music, yes.
Yeah. It was stopped because of my evaluation report. By then, what is wrong about you don't know us. We don't care what we say. We don't need ads. No, she literally said that to me.
But why did you pay all this money, spend this money on this
thing?
Why
should you worry? I can regulate all materials.
Everything.
We can buy anything for 8 million in Botswana and put it under the counter. You accumulate the dust. You won't question us.
People like that.
We make right.
Jail,
so
man.
You can imagine.
Go to jail.
You put people in office. What are you saying? Hey, that is why because she said that to me. We told my second road. Because na le my second ebele ko ha cresta.
Yes.
Go cresta.
Ya bo.
Ene ba so ke tsogara bua re teng go ofising yo ha. Ke be ke mo leba ke so ka disego be ke so ke tsama. But so to cut a long story short, batho ba kenya gore ha re ba dira gatse re ba kupi. I'm not a beggar. They can go wherever they want to go. I'm not a beggar. I'm not going to beg them to do the right thing. If they don't want to do the right thing, then it's up to them.
But it's a rot, man. Why? How come you can sit on in an office o tsuba di aircon tsatsi le letsatsi o duelo kgwedi le kgwedi o ja go holona mo sokodisa batho ka yone tiro e hiretsweng kana nna ke ne ke tle ke makale ha ke tsora go santse go dira mo go tomadi ya gore bente a busitswe me a batho ba ganne ka one gore a tsene mo bathong.
Power corrupts. Absolutely, power corrupts. Maemo a tlhapela a taga. Maemo a tlhapela a bataga.
Mara ga nne le ruri.
Ga ke re ka go boisa short live ke candle ya tuga ha e tuga ga e go godimo ya hela ha e hela teng re tla ba re tshwana ka letsa kgamane re tla ba re lekana go re la mo botshelong you know mo anelano
o botlhoko
ga o
mme ga o mo
society ba o bolaile mo society mo Botswana ba o bolaile we have created a very angry society, a very violent society,
and really very small,
you know, small as it is. Rona ne re khona go woka ha re lapa bosigo be re rapa matho ka tsela re robala phakela tla be tlhabela pele nobody drop
you. No, I remember even during my young age, which was not very far, about the 80s 90s, we could actually sleep outside. Go la bengela rala go ntle be re ba matrasa ro ba ba eta go tsele go sa re sepe
gampie go yana
you can't, it can't
kare ha go kwa ba le copy patekileng go ntle ka ntlo ba go epitsa bana because they are angry. You have created a society that is very angry, and e created like mang ke ba itse dipele ba rona.
What can you say to them? Just look at the camera and talk to our leaders. That's the last word. Or maybe you'll talk to musicians along afterwards.
O bana bo itse dipele
it's
what you do that people can copy. Ha o le motsadi mo lapeng photocopy ke ngwana bana ba dira se dirwang ke rra bone kana ke mma bone, they emulate what their parents are doing. When you are a leader, you are an influencer ya batho, so they think what you are doing, even if it's wrong, it's the right thing to do. They will do it le bone hela ka tseleng jalo ba go setse morago mme jaanong lona le re tretseng pele ba go giba rona ke kopa re itse stock gape o tla bona mo etele dipele motho a re ke mo etele dipele wa gago a ba go tsela e foreigner ko ntle a ratla go bontsha sengwe se se siameng a iske a le ke mo gae
a isa se ke go rawa
a isa se ke mo gore a se motho wa tlang a sona ke tswa go motsa ko ntle a mo gae ga se yo go re nne lo dingwe ke a di gakgamalla ke re bona manelo ke gato a simologa ka February jana gato go na le thoro ya DBS re bona bo Steve Harvey ka a bo ga ile re paletswe ga rena dilo tseo le na le bateri dipeo na le re tla ka batho ba lona re tla go la ring go rena ra le re a lutla go la bua but we don't understand what you are saying because le lona I don't think la itlhaloganyo re la ring. I don't think so because if you really understood yourself nkebe le sa dira jalo start at home aga mo ga rona ha go pala re tla consulta yana ha ke re go itse go pale mo lapeng o ba consulta ko ntle
me madi a tla tsone
madi yene o tsong mo tsa ko ntle wa go Muhammad ya ka ba hile ba mo gae ba le 95 kana 200 motho le mongwe la wa mo anela wa mo atshela wa tswa tsamang ko re ga re itsetsie ga re rate batswana ba bangwe. You see, we are trying to buy kana ke tlo re reka eng tota bo batho ba bona ba ko ntle bona ke tlhaloganya. I'm just failing to understand what is happening. Melegale only God knows, and the day will come.
O ka ra ba diragatso ya ring on the same note.
Lona ba diragatsi ya ka le tletselentsiana itsenzi. There is no business like showbiz. There is no business like arts. How le mo diragatsi, you are a role model. How le mo diragatsi, you are a public figure. How le mo diragatsi, you are an influencer. How le mo diragatsi, you are a mentor. How le mo diragatsi, o moagisanye le mogomotsi. You soothe the broken hearts. You heal the sick. Le motho ka to bona le boletse ba tlhaloganyo ha a re tsa pina ya gago wa kokobela. So ke kopa rona ba diragatsi a re tswe mo diritibatsing ba diragatsi, let us try and build a clean society. Because re influence batho gore bana ha ba re kana ha o le mo diragatsi bana ba rata dipina tsa lona ha ba sona ba rata dipina tsa lona ha ba go bona o itse ka mokgole ba ganya gore ke a go ditwang ka teng ba follow suit. You see, you can make them dress the way you want them. You can even make them riot how batla. So be careful what you do
Exactly.
Because what you do, the repercussions is that thing.
Di boela mo society.
Di boela mo society. And the society becomes very angry.
Yes.
Because you are planting anger.
Because you are angry.
Because you are angry le wena. Yaanong a re lekeng gore hela sa bogolo tle batho ba modimo. A re rataneng.
Ntse ya.
Modimo la re rata mong ka wena jaaka
Re le ka go
boithata.
bereka mmogo.
A re rataneng kore tshele e thata mme ya Setswana batho ba bodimo go godimo kana gore Setswana se ne sa re bolaya bogologolo. I'm very sorry to say this. Setswana ga se na nnete, Setswana se maka. A gone gore o botsa motho gore ngwana ka tota ga dile ke terena mme ke tshela ba ntatolela ke le teng. So re go in that context jaanong rona se ka sima sa boelo ke gore a re tseng boikarabelo tsa sengwe le sengwe se diragala mo lehatsheng la rona le lentle
Ga se leno la rona ke mpa modimo
thata
ba gaetso dikgang di dintsi bate a re tswalle goneha on the people's forum re tlo tswalla gape na mona go etang ke taba ke bitse Mr. Quest at a certain time gongwe bile ke mmeditse le bangwe ha na ke video NEC and we'll see you next time go nna le go hegelonyana re se re tsamaya yanong go botoka re kgaogana re ise re jwale go hegela mo bathong go se tšhabeng
ke khotso